Hello friends, welcome back. Here in this video, I am going to solve one question related to friction, and I think this video is helpful for all students who belongs to 10th class, 11th class or 12th class, or who are pursuing for diploma in mechanical engineering or BTech in mechanical engineering also. So let's start. Question says a body weighing 5880 Newton, 5880 Newton is lying on a wooden plank with an inclination is 1:2. 1:2 it means what? It's every 2 centimeter distance 1, or every 2 kilometer distance 1 kilometer would be its height. This is the way through which we can represent the inclination in standard form. The coefficient of friction between the plank and the wooden box, or the inclined plane and the wooden plank, is 0.25. State if the body will rest on a plank or not. First bit here it starts, that is state if the body is rest or not. It means what? There must be a case where the body is either moving upward direction or going downward direction along the direction of the inclined plane, or the body is rest. We will see here what would be the criteria. Next, if the body moves down, second case is if the body is moving down, then what force parallel to the plank is necessary to hold it back? It means what? If the body is going down, moving down, then a force must be applied parallel to the plank so that it is capable of holding it at this position. So first of all, I must have to check whether the body which is kept on an inclined plane is lying at rest position or it is moving either in upward or downward direction. Obviously, if the body is not at rest, the body is moving down. So if the body is moving down, then a force is applied parallel to the plank which is required to hold it at this position, which we have to find. So I am drawing to figure related to this question first, followed by solving the questions. So a body weighing 588 Newton, it means what? The weight of the body is 588 Newton. Suppose I am taking as a ground and one inclined plane of inclination, suppose alpha. Inclination is alpha, and this alpha is the inclination for this inclined plane, and the body is kept over here. Body is kept over this. Suppose W is the weight which will act in downward direction, W. So W given W is the weight of the body which is kept over the inclined plane, whose value is given 5880 Newton. Weight is acting in downward direction and the body is lying on the wooden plank. Wooden plank, it means what? The nature of this surface is wood. So wooden plank is here. Alpha is inclination, and the inclination is given 1:2. 1:2 means what? Each and every 2 centimeter distance 1 centimeter is height. 1 centimeter is height. So we can find easily the value of alpha. This is similar to this. So we can say tan alpha is nothing but for this right angle triangle, tan alpha, for this alpha, this value is perpendicular and this is base. So perpendicular upon base, 1/2. From here we can find the value of alpha is nothing but tan inverse 1/2, which value, I think I'm using the calculator. So tan inverse 1/2, 26.56 degree. So I have got the value of alpha. Next, the coefficient of friction is 0.25. It means what? It is not the frictionless surface, it is having a friction. So coefficient of friction, it is rough surface. So coefficient of friction mu is given 0.25. So state, first bit is saying state if the body is raised or not. To find the conclusion whether the body is raised or not, we have to check the inclined angle and angle of friction. These two value once we have got, then we compare whether the value of inclination, inclined angle and the angle of friction both are equal or not. If they are equal, the body will rest on an inclined plane. If the inclination is more than the angle of friction, the body will slide down. If the inclination, that is the angle 26.56 which we have got here, is equal to angle of friction, then the body is rest. This is the condition. Suppose the body is kept here. Suppose the body is kept on an inclined plane and inclination is less than inclination, the angle which made with the horizontal surface, that is called inclination. If inclination is less than the angle of friction, the body will not move. See, to find the value of angle of friction, what we have to use with the help of coefficient of friction. As we know, angle phi is nothing but angle of friction, and we know angle of friction is nothing but tan inverse mu. So tan inverse mu value is given 0.25. If we use calculator, then tan inverse 0.25 is 14.036 degree. Approximately we can say round off by taking round 0.4 degree. See, my dear students, here phi is 14.05 degree, 04 degree. This phi is less than alpha. Phi is frictional angle or angle of friction, and alpha is inclined angle or angle of inclination. See, this phi is less than alpha. The body will move down. This condition says the body is moving down. If, for knowledge point of view, it is not related to this question, but for knowledge point of view, we can say if phi equals to alpha, the body will be rest on inclined plane. Clear? The body will be rest on inclined plane. Since phi is less than alpha, that is angle of friction is less than angle of inclination, the body is moving down. If the body is moving down, so frictional force will act along the direction opposite to the direction of motion. The body is moving down, so frictional force will act in upward direction. Let us say F is the frictional force. So F is nothing but the frictional force acting upward. Frictional force is nothing but mu times normal reaction. We don't know the value of R, mu we have. So normal reaction will always act perpendicular to the plane upon which body is kept. And if we are resolving W amount of force, then it has two components. One is along the direction but opposite to the direction of reaction force. Here in this way, by making an angle alpha, we have already discussed for question number 1 or I think. So the component of this W along the direction but opposite here, in this direction line of action would be same. So W cos alpha, and one would be perpendicular to this in a downward direction. So W sine alpha. So if this W is nothing but the weight of the wooden plank, weight of the body, not wooden plank. This is the wooden plank, okay, and this is the body. Here is the body, okay, and this is wooden plank. So W amount is acting, weight is acting in downward direction. It has two components. One is W cos alpha, another is W sin alpha. W sin alpha is acting in upward downward direction, and W cos alpha is acting opposite to the direction of force, normal reaction, which is acting perpendicular to the wooden plank. Okay, so now since the body is moving in downward direction, you can see there are two forces. One is R, another is W cos alpha. So R and W cos alpha both are in equal magnitude but opposite in direction. Why? We can understand by observing it. Body is not moving upward direction, or body is not moving downward direction. If body will move in upward direction, then due to R minus W cos alpha is the force which will act, or we can say the normal direction R will be predominant with W cos alpha. Okay, if the body will move in vertically downward direction, so along the direction of this line of action of force, then W cos alpha will be predominant. So body is not moving either in upward direction or in downward direction along the direction of line of action, this R or W cos alpha. Hence it means the value of R and W cos alpha is same. Okay, so now only the movement of the body is in downward direction. So W sin alpha and F, there are two forces. W sin alpha is predominant over F. Hence, the difference between these two, W sin alpha and F, would be the net resultant force by which the body is acting in downward direction. So, net resultant, since the body is having W sin alpha and here is F. Okay, I am showing here. So, net resultant, since body is moving in this direction, so W sin alpha minus F, this must be greater than force, frictional force, isn't it? Okay, so difference W sin alpha minus F would be the net resultant force by which is acting on the body, by which the body is moving. Okay, so net resultant F. Okay, so force, net resultant force must be acting on the body which is responsible to move in downward direction, act along W sin alpha. Okay, which will move the body. I am writing here, which will move, which is responsible to move body downward. Okay, now question is saying, if the body moves down, then what force parallel to the plank? It means what? Along the direction, along this parallel plank, what amount of force is acting necessary to hold it back? It means what? We must have to apply an external force which must be parallel to the plank to hold this object or the body. Let's suppose P is the applied force. P is the applied force. Okay, acting parallel to the plank. Acting parallel to the plank. Okay, but now here is the question: in which direction, either in downward direction or in upward direction, force is applied? You take a screenshot because I have to erase some portion so that I can utilize those the spaces for further solution. See, now body is moving in downward direction, okay, and it has to hold it back. It means what? We have to apply an external force opposite to the direction of motion so as to hold it at this position. It means what? P must be acting in upward direction. Clear? Now, this P, if the body has to be raised at this position, the net resultant force and P must be in equilibrium position. Okay, so we can say summation of forces in horizontal direction is equals to 0. Now, summation of horizontal, we can say P net is force. If we are making a free body diagram, force net, force resultant force in this direction, and P is acting in this direction, so this must be equal. So we can say F force net is equals to P, or force net having two forces in this way, W sin alpha minus F must be equals to P. Okay, now W here is F, so we can say frictional force is nothing but the normal reaction. So W sin alpha minus mu times R is equals to P. Okay, see, frictional force is mu times normal reaction. Now here W we have, alpha we have, mu we have, P unknown quantity, and one R is also unknown because we don't know the value of R. But okay, now let us say it is equation 1. So now if we are applying the summation of all vertical forces is equals to 0, summation of vertical forces is equals to 0. So R is acting in upward direction and W cos alpha is acting in downward direction. So R minus W cos alpha is equals to 0. We can say definitely. So R value is nothing but W cos alpha. Let us say it is equation 2. Put the value of R from 2 into 1. So from 1 we can say W sin alpha minus mu times R value is W cos alpha is equals to P. See, P equals to W and W. We can take common, sin alpha minus mu times cos alpha. Put the value, W is nothing but 5880 times sin alpha. We have got 26.56 degree minus mu is nothing but 0.25 into cos of 26.56 degree. So the value we have got by using calculator, sin 26.56 minus 0.25 cos of point multiplied by 5880, we have got 1313. We have got 1314.286. Okay, so the value of force required to hold the body is 1314.286 Newton. This is the force which is required to hold the body back. Okay, here I am going to recapitulate the question. Question says a body weighing 5880 Newton, W is the weight of the body which is given here, is lying on a wooden plank. I have taken a wooden plank which is inclined with the horizontal surface by making an angle of inclination alpha, and inclination is 1 in 2. It means using the formula tan alpha is equals to 1 by 2. Hence alpha we have got 26.56 degree, as you know very well. Okay, now the coefficient of friction is 0.25. This statement indicates the wooden plank is not frictionless. It is having some friction with the coefficient of friction mu. Okay, now question is saying state if the body will rest on a plank or not. Since the body is capped, either it moves down or upward direction or taking rest. For this statement, we have to, for checking the statement whether the body is moving in downward direction or not, we have apply some criteria that angle of inclination and angle of friction both are equal or not. To find the value, to find this condition, we have first evaluate the value of angle of friction by using angle of friction. Phi is nothing but tan inverse coefficient of friction. Using this formula, we have got the value 14.034. I think 14. We have got 14.04 degree. So now 14.04 degree is less than 26.56 degree. Hence we can say the body is moving. It is not rest on the inclined plane. So since the body is moving, there must be a force in acting upward direction to hold it back. That amount of force we have required. Okay, so now using this method, we have evaluated the amount of force, that is 1314.286 Newton, which is required to hold the body at this position. I hope you like this video. It is very helpful. At the end, if you find my video helpful, you are like, share and subscribe our channel and share it among your friends and family. Thank you for watching my video.